Hey there, ladies and joims. I'm the Mysterious JG, and I'm Totes McGoats playing Mass Effect 3. I don't really understand Totes McGoats, but it makes more sense to me than salty. Salty is a phrase I've heard like just for the last several days. I've heard it a couple of times. The idea of somebody being salty, which I had heard long ago was a rarely used slang term for kind of racy or adult, but doesn't even really fit that well. But yeah, no, I just for some reason on the YouTubes I'm seeing the term salty. I was accused of being salty. Others were accused of being salty. Saltiness abounds, folks. But we may or may not have saltiness in this video because we are, well, for one thing, we're coming back from a bit of an absence for me. It's the first video of a session where I'm hoping to get 5 or 6 videos recorded.
More sympathetic to someone joining Cerberus.
Oh.
You've never been big on aliens.
Yeah, I enlisted to kick ass just like everyone else. But I need a better reason than itching scales to go kill somebody.
But not much better.
Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Sure.
The Crucible Project received some new tech from the Asari government.
Sweet.
I'm glad they've decided to help the war effort.
Everybody has to fight now, no matter how pretty you are. I learned that the hard way.
Wait, what?
Commander?
Everybody has to fight no matter how pretty you are? Oh. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm a little slow on the uptake. She's saying that she's pretty, but she still has to fight. Fair enough. Crucible update from Bryn Coyle. Dear Commander Shepard, thank you again for all you did to get our group out of that facility on Galax. Admiral Hackett is an amazing man. See, I don't know who Bryn Coyle is. Cole. Yeah, that's the problem. I thought I read Coyle. Oh well, I'm using the voice now. Might as well. Admiral Hackett is an amazing man. It's a privilege to work under him. The construction of the Crucible is presenting its challenges, but my team and I are determined to crack its mysteries. Although I never rely on luck, despite having the luck of the Irish, in this instance I fear we may need little. Stay safe, Commander. I hope our crafts cross again, and may the road rise to meet you, and the wind be always at your back. Sincerely, Dr. Bryn Coyle. From St. Something or Other's College, Dublin. Citadel meetup from Jacob Taylor. Hey Shepard, this Crucible project is intense. Bryn and the others are on it around the clock. Okay, so Bryn was his girlfriend, who is now apparently an Irishman. Pretty soon I'll have to make a run to Citadel and pick up some equipment at the hospital. Didn't I already meet him there? I think I already did this. At the front lines. Shepard, I finished my business on Lessus. I would offer to travel once again with you on the Normandy, but the code dictates to join the fight where it is most dire. Yeah. While you do your essential work, I will do my best to hold the front. Before I depart, I'll return to the Citadel for a short time to repair. If it does not interfere with your duties, come find me there. So we can have, and this is if you tried really hard to romance Samara in Mass Effect 2, you can push through and romance her just a little bit in this game, I believe, but I've never done that. I actually respected the fact that there was a female character in Mass Effect 2 that you couldn't romance, because she was thousands of years older than you and had, didn't want that in her life. From Corinne LeMays, Commander Shepard, as of half an hour ago, Asari High Command has assigned my squad to support you. We will ride with the Second Fleet until it's time to deploy. If you're allowed a personal note, I know a few of the commandos who went down to that monastery. Nothing will bring them back, but hearing that the place went up in smoke is the only good news I've heard in weeks. Ready to serve, Captain Corinne LeMays. So I guess we could head for the Citadel real quick to talk to Samara. We probably should be chit-chatting with folks, because we did a side mission, although it wasn't a major plot side mission. So we may or may not have new things from Joker, EDI, and the rest of the gang.
What are you doing, EDI?
Monitoring reports of proton storms and other space weather. With the Reapers attacking the comm buoy systems, critical warnings may be lost.
How bad are these storms?
If we are warned, not bad. If we are not warned, very bad.
Thanks for the info, EDI.
Thanks for the help, big man.
Hello, Shepard.
I told you I'm busy. Leave me alone.
Glad you talked Samara down.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see her flinch from her duty.
I don't know. On one hand, that code's all she's had to live by for, God, centuries. And the galaxy goes to hell. The old rules don't cut it anymore. I mean, we're cutting some corners, right?
A few.
Well, the Alliance can always court-martial us after we save the galaxy.
Shepard, would you stop showing off your flexibility about moving your arms around like that? Oh, and yeah, Zerfall says you're totally faking, Joker, so fuck you, man. I don't know. I mean, Zerf knew somebody who had that same condition. It may or may not. Maybe there's different levels of it, but you know, yeah, Joker appears to be faking.
Commander?
The fact that he suddenly has himself a sex bot, even though before it was implied that like touching him would destroy him utterly. Yeah, I'm thinking he has selective inability to endure physical activity. Oh, that's right. I can actually be smart about this and check the map. So I got my regular crew on this floor. Oh, pardon me. No reason to go to the captain's cabin that I'm aware of, anyway. Liara, Doc Checkless, Ash, Garrus, Javik are all hanging out on the crew deck. I guess I gotta hit the other 3 floors. There's not a whole lot on engineering that makes it worthwhile, but you never know. The next major plot mission, which I'm sure hope I'll get to tonight.
I've always loved the M35 Mako. It's got heart, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. The M44 Hammerhead is vastly superior.
Fuck the Hammerhead.
Come on, that thing's made of tissue paper. At least the Mako can take a few hits.
Yeah, man.
I'd hope so. That thing handles like a drunk rhino. No agility whatsoever.
Hey.
More like a bull that can climb and climb for days.
It only climbs because of its stupid, vertically aligned Mass Effect fields. Jump or stick. No speed. No lateral movement.
Hey, with a cannon like that, who needs to move?
If you want that, why don't you just stick with the old M29 Grizzly?
Hey, I love that tank.
You would be one to love grizzly bears, Mr. Vega.
Oh, hold on, Cortez.
What? What's so funny?
I was to say, Cortez, you're getting a little salty. Anyway, salty, folks, salty. Is this another, like, we have a conversation where the most irritating, like, intended to be irritating character in the whole series takes on the position of people who can't understand why they ditched Mass Effect 1's guns cool down on their own and have infinite ammo system, while Shepard sticks up for the Mass Effect 2 upgrades that everyone bitched about, i.e. the thermal clip system, which basically forces in an ammo, feature to the game. Meanwhile, you've got James, who's just kind of a grunt who doesn't know what he's talking about, sticking up for the Mako from the first game, while the guy, Cortez, who we think is supposed to actually know his shit, is sticking up for the retarded, horrible, not at all fun, Hammerhead, which we got in the DLC in Mass Effect 2. Unless I'm completely screwed up confused about which one's which. In fairness, in this case, it sounds like both guys were presented as maybe having a point of view. But although I appreciate them acknowledging the fan uprising in a way, like I hope Mass Effect 4 better feature lots and oh, nah, I came real close. Why the hell would I spoil the ending of Mass Effect 3 in the middle of this Let's Play? Bobo is the only person watching this that I know for a fact doesn't know the Mass Effect 3 ending, but anyway, no, I was like, yeah, Mass Effect 4, which is apparently in the works. I don't know if it's going to be a prequel. I kind of hope it's a prequel, actually, but because you could do a lot of interesting stuff with the war between the humans and the Turians, for example. But anyway, Mass Effect 4 had better feature some allusions to Mass Effect 3's horrid ending. I mean, I'm tempted to say, I don't think it's spoiling it to say, they can make jokes about different colors of explosions, for example. Hey, what up, gangsta?
Hey.
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 That's all I'm getting out of you, huh? I just want to tell you, I got your back about the Mako, man. That shit ruled. Actually, it'd be pretty irritating when you're playing 1. It just felt like it was taken away from you in 2. Check the procurement interface, see. I'm probably going to head for the Citadel anyway, just to see if there's anything, worth the effort of hunting down when I get to the Citadel concentration mod. Speeds perception, enhancing aim, increases damage. Increasing damage isn't bad. But I don't think this one has a big effect on the human player. Koi fish. But if I'm heading over there anyway just to find Samara, then I can always try to make a mental note to look for something specific. If there's something really worth looking for. But it doesn't really seem like it. There's the fighter, the dreadnought, the Kodiak. You would like a bear. Kawashi. Yeah, I don't really care about any of these things. Not really. Well, I'm getting close-ish to being able to afford the Paladin, but I don't think I'm actually interested in this time. I'm playing with the sticky bomb gun, even if I don't use it very often. The Wraith might be worth picking up just to help out my squad mates a bit. Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies. And I can't remember it now, but there was a name for a piece of gear, or for a, like while we're wandering around doing the mission where the Cerberus was trying to take over the Citadel, we found a store, which seemed to have kind of a fun name, but we didn't actually get to explore it at all, really. Particle rifle. I'm tempted to level this thing up. It does more damage. But the thing is, but again, yeah, I think we talked about this off screen. Or not off screen, but Disciple. I don't remember what this one's about. But I think the reason I didn't is because 2 of the 3 things that it levels up don't really affect your squad mates. Because I don't think weapon weight affects their power recharge time. I might be wrong. But I don't think that affects it, and I'm almost positive they don't run out of ammo. Upgrading the Scorpion might be good. I don't know why I haven't. I'm probably saving up to see if I can get something useful out of if I can actually buy the Tempest. I feel like I'll eventually find a better version of this weapon. But for right now, the Tempest Shuriken, the Hornet. None of them weigh that much. Tempest has the best damage. Doesn't have a very high fire rate. Expensive but deadly addition to anyone's personal arsenal. Not accurate at long range. Shuriken machine fires 6 rounds burst with a high rate of fire. Hornet is a long-range submachine gun created by Cerberus. The standard equipment Cerberus troops are trained to handle the equipment against 3 rounds burst. Cerberus designed the Hornet to conserve ammunition and provide cover fire. I mean, vaguely, this one seems like it's vaguely the best one. So I could level up the Shuriken and the Scorpion. I think I'm probably just gonna. Why would I switch away just to get something with higher ammo capacity for just shooting away? Highly accurate and lethal pistol. Carnifex is favored by sidearm of mercenary. Favorite sidearm of mercenary leaders and Eclipse mercenary tech specialists. Expensive but powerful weapon. Don't you wish Carnifex was at your side? Relatively inexpensive. Scorpion originally issued expensive service 79. Massive trauma to unarmored targets. Oh, it rotates like a revolver. Give me a break. Yeah, I should probably be powering up the Scorpion, and you know, unless I'm really serious about buying a never mind, I'm not gonna get into into it. I've wasted too much time thinking about it already. It's just what it comes down to is do I think I'll buy the Spectre munitions pistol instead? If Spectre munitions sold a submachine gun, I would be all about it. See, 1,000 level this thing up. I guess those are pistols. These are submachine guns. It gets up to 2,000 when you get into assault rifles. Wait, isn't the Hornet a submachine gun though? It costs more to upgrade the Hornet, which suggests to me that it's better. Costs even more to upgrade the Scorpion. The Talon costs even more to upgrade. What is the name of the Cerberus submachine gun? The Hornet. See, this kind of suggests that I should be using the Hornet. Let's give them all the same mods. So that I can get a better impression of how they actually compare to each other. The Tempest has very high capacity. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's make the Tempest my starting point. Shuriken has about the same capacity, higher fire rate, a little bit lower damage, much less accuracy. And the Hornet has a higher fire rate, about the same damage, about the same accuracy. So the Hornet doesn't carry as much ammo, but it's actually damage-wise, they're about the same. And it's got a high rate of fire with the same damage, so it's actually going to be more lethal. So there's a reason that the Hornet, I think, is the most expensive one to upgrade. Still, I'm wondering, is it that big of a deal for me to just keep my eyes peeled for, like, you know, is it really that desperately bad if I upgrade more than the one Whoppet? Raptor, Revenant, Grawl. See, these are expensive to upgrade. Particle Rifle. The Claymore 2. Particle Rifle. I'm going to devote a whole video to this. The Scorpion, I feel like I might as well just upgrade if I'm going to keep using it. And it's not that expensive, so let's upgrade the Hornet as well. This is the one, right? So I probably had great reasons for not upgrading these earlier, but there you go. It's gone now. Alright, so now I got a plus 41% because the weight was brought down in all of these. Is there some other way I could be modifying this other than the ultralight materials? I've got increased accuracy, increased damage, rounds per magazine. Oh, that's an interesting one. Allows bullets to pierce. That doesn't make much sense with this weapon. What if I went back to ultralight on this? And is there any way I could lose ultralight here and get something else? Enhanced scope, Aim through smoke. This is the penetration one. The piercing mod. No, I'm sorry, I already got that. Increased damage. Capacity. Yeah, I can actually get something going instead of well, here's what we ought to do then, because I think we did okay without the spare clip. So let's go with the enhanced scope. This is the one that increases the weight. Although it can't increase it. This one, it's going to max out at some point. Increases damage, allows bullets to pierce. Ignores 35% of an armor. Okay, it does make it ungodly heavy, though. Although it's not a huge decrease to recharge speed, but I don't like the idea of going to a decrease. Okay, so that was a... I'll have a whole bunch of messages to cycle through, but whatever. Start
Next time you blow up a monastery, let me know you've left the premises, okay? I worry about you.
Why, Cortez, you cuddly bear. I sure hope that was a good use of my funds. If I find a better submachine gun than the Hornet on the very next mission, I might be mildly annoyed, but I think I'll get over it. I don't use it much anyway. It's kind of my fallback weapon.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Except that that one idiot Donnelly is still bothering me.
All good, Commander.
Commander?
Commander. Command. There's nobody else on this. Oh, well, no, he's not in here today. Well, we still got Allers to talk to. Tita Anna, ow. Tita Anna, ow.
So, are you doing a story on the Asari who were turned into Reaper creatures?
Oh, trainer, contain yourself.
The Ardat Yakshi? No.
I think that story would be perfect for you. The hidden dark side of the most beautiful race in the
Are
galaxy.
you touching yourself while you say
We
this?
have a huge Asari audience. If I do that story, I could lose them.
That seems a bit like pandering.
Ever seen how fast an e-democracy can abandon its allies?
No.
If I do my job, you won't.
Wow.
Huh. Second Star Broadcasting is headhunting me. I liked their Garvik story, but seriously, I'm on the Normandy. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can always kick her off for no reason.
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
I just wanted to hear you say how awesome the Normandy is. I'm satiated for the time being. So I don't know if people have been screaming for me, because I'm always a few videos ahead on this series. I try to make sure I've got some in the can for daily uploads. I doubt people have been screaming for me to upgrade my weapons, but they've probably been screaming at me to stop sucking at the game in general, but, you know. Some things are easier to fix than others. Where is everybody at on this floor? I've got, Liara's in her cabin. Chakwas is in the Chakwas room. Ash is where she normally hangs out. Now Garrus and Javik, I guess, are chit-chatting in the lounge, but I don't have to head for the main battery. Turret battery? You have nothing, right?
Hello, Commander.
I thought so. I'm wondering what Ash is... I mean, Ash hasn't really had a whole lot to say to us. I'm always kind of wondering what Kaiden would have to chit-chat about. We've had some sequences with Ash, you know. Her stealing herself to go try to support her sister during her time of grief. Yada, yada, yada.
Hey, Commander. I dug out some letters my youngest sister wrote when she was in high school.
Like the letter
She
P.
was having a hard time. Teen drama and all that. Just needed her big sis. I guess with everything that happened down there, I just wanted to read them again.
Well, I mean, she's obviously gotten a little bit older and more mature now, but she still needs her big sis. It's a very sweet situation.
You sure make some unusual friends, Shepard.
Me, for example.
That is not a side of the Asari I ever want to see.
Yeah.
Shepard?
Get out of my observation deck! Yeah, that whole Ardat Yakshi That whole mission's a
Everybody
bit
was
messed
fighting
up.
the Rachni, trying to push them back through the relay. Finally, the Krogan were turned loose.
Are you Cortez?
And stopped them.
I see.
But when the Krogan rebelled, we had to deploy the genophage to stop them. Wasn't the only rebellion. 1,000 years later, the Geth revolted against the Quarians. That was a whole other war. Then along came the humans. My own people tangled with them for a while, and now, to top it all off, we've got the Reapers. What about you?
The Ouroboros fought the Densorin. The Andoromai conquered the Vandomar, and the Jatil turned against the Jar.
You're making
So,
this up.
I guess nobody really ever gets their act together.
The Sinreal claimed to have found the path to eternal peace.
What happened?
The Ditaka preferred war and wiped them out.
Who? Mike
I
Ditka.
hope you guys had alcohol.
Yes. I mean, trail off enigmatically.
Some of the crew seem shocked by the monstrosities we have encountered. They haven't seen what the Reapers could corrupt after 100 years. That was our war. Every battle conjured a new nightmare.
Yep. Speaking of nightmares, you ever gonna learn any kind of cool nightmare biotic powers?
This
Or
human holds such childish views of war. Your species has much to learn.
what human? Oh, you? Yeah, you have really upset them, guy who might be Cortez.
Commander.
Garrus, does he think you're a human?
Samara's the kind of soldier we need in this war. Nothing gets in her way.
Yeah, but she kills
I just
herself
hope
if you
I'm
don't
not
stop
in her
her.
way someday. That woman means business.
We saw the alternate path if you don't stop her.
Now it's a mutated Asari. The Reapers are just a giant nightmare factory that never ends. I can only imagine what the Reapers are doing to the Drell, or the Hanar, or the Vorcha. This could get a lot worse before it gets better.
I like that he throws those out there, because it was in somebody's mind. We do not, in fact, ever encounter... Spoilers, I guess. We never fight Reaper-fied versions of the Drell, the Hanar, or the Vorcha. They just didn't make the cut. Reaper-fied Elcor now, that would be a nightmare.
Good to see you.
So good to see you. Was this the room where, what's her face? Thiefy McGee used to hang out? Oh.
When you think about it.
But it's evil.
When has that ever mattered in war?
Oh.
Yeah, but converting other life forms into Reapers? I can't wrap my head around that.
Well, get
It makes sense
Reaper-fied.
to me. It ensures you never run out of cannon fodder. Eliminates any local resistance. And for every soldier you add, your enemy loses two. The one you converted, and his buddy on the other side who can't pull the trigger on a friend.
You sound like you admire them.
Same way I admire a virus or a thresher maw. They've adapted perfectly to their situation.
Oh, I wish I was a
But the
thresher
Reapers
maw.
want to destroy us.
And I have no intention of letting them. But if you don't respect your enemy's capabilities, you're in for one nasty surprise after another.
The way that Brian Pillman was almost killed by Kevin Sullivan before deciding he respected him. Booker, man. Are you guys done now? Are you going to start talking again as soon as I leave? Okay, now that he's gone, let's dish about Shepard. And I guess that's it. We can get back to the actual game. Yeah. It's it makes for a tough LP when you're trying to show everything, because you're always worried that you're going to bore your audience to tears. But in fact, the little, like, there's a little plot after every mission. I find it quite enjoyable when I'm just playing the game, not recording. But yeah, it can be a bit much when you have an entire episode of an LP, like this last one that just consisted of chat. Anyway, next time, folks, I think what we're going to do is head for the Citadel. Just to see if anybody has anything to say. Basically, we got to go talk to Samara. And then I'm going to try to get as quickly as I can into another mission. So next video, we may start the next main plot sequence of the game. The sequence where we go out and try to get the Quarians to help in the war. So you can imagine where that's going, folks. The Genophage introduces the big plague of the Krogan's existence in the first game, and we solve it. Well, the Quarians' big issue is that they have lost their homeworld to the Geth. So I don't think you have to be a super genius to figure out. I'm not telling you how it resolves itself, but I think you'll be able to guess what the central conflict that the Quarians will be involved with is when we get hold of them. That's going to happen in the next video. I mean, you know what am I saying? They were fighting the Geth in the last game too. But we'll try to figure out what's going on with the Quarians as soon as we can. Hopefully in the next video. I'm Mysterious TG. I want to thank you guys for watching. And I hope you'll tune in next time for more of Mass Effect 3. Bye-bye.